I'm really excited about showing and speaking to you about this topic today, because this is something that is rapidly changing how we think about productivity, scalability, and even security. So, as you know, this topic is everywhere. Like, not only are Salesforce and other big players in the technology industry marketing these products, but there are also lots of startups innovating processes and developing new ways to deliver services by using agents as a service. And we are talking about agents that can reason, they can learn, and then can autonomously and sometimes semi-autonomously perform tasks in real time across entire business processes. So the invitation here is for you to think differently about integrating AI agents into your business strategy. Because despite the natural resistance that we might find in the market, sooner or later, we'll believe that this evolution toward using AI agents within your IT ecosystem will take place. So let me show you here some facts that you can see. According to Gartner, by 2028, 15% of daily decisions will be made autonomously. 15%. That's just in 3 years. And by 2026, that is next year, over 20% of enterprises will have employees collaborating with AI agents. So this is a shift that is not only technological, this is strategic. And these agents are already driving business value in real ways, as they can be applied to almost everything, because data, as you know, is everywhere. So let's give you some facts. And it is very important for you to know that AI is projected to handle 80% of all customer interactions by 2030. 80%. I think, let me go here. Yeah, 80%. That's huge, and this is by 2030. In our demo today, you will see that with Agentforce low code, you can easily count on a much more natural and engaging customer support agent. And this is risky to say, but I believe that in a short period of time, developers will prefer to build an AI agent rather than just configure a chatbot, because it's very different and is very easy to implement. So, of course, we know that not everything is just about adopting new technologies, but about return of investment. Like we know it's not only about the technology and not only about being innovative, but the ROI and the return of investment matter a lot. So let's go there, okay? There are hundreds of success stories that can be that we can think on, you know. But let's highlight here some of the most common benefits that we can have implementing Agentforce. Of course, we all know it's not only about just implementing the technology, as you say, but let's go over some of the benefits. So the first one here, the ROI, okay? This at the end, as you know, this means optimizing operations, right? Optimizing sales operations. And our ROI calculator shows that 25% less time is spent on manual outreach. And Gartner Services forecast suggests up to 30% cut in support costs by automating routine cases. You will see value. You will see also the value almost immediately, because this will happen in weeks and not in months or in years. So that's the second point. The second point, okay, but before going to the second point, is very important. You can find this in the web. This is the Agentforce ROI calculator, in case that you want to see or to display any exercise for your business, okay? In the second place, we have the rapid payback. So how rapid is it, really? What Salesforce suggests is that we are speaking about weeks and not only months, but weeks, and that you will be able to, for example, increase customer satisfaction scores by 20 to 30%, which means a lot. Of course, all the return of investment, you can think of 3 years, but anyways, it's something very quickly if you match it or you compare it to other ROI investments or other ROI scores that we can manage, okay? And last but not least, let's talk about security. Security is very important, and data privacy is non-negotiable. So with Agentforce or with an AI agent, you can minimize the risks a lot. For example, with Agentforce, it runs inside Salesforce Einstein Trust Layer, so you will be able like to leverage all the org's existing sharing rules and permissions that it already has. And you can get up to 40 certifications, including the HIPAA and the SOC and other more. So this is pretty important. And I think this is one of the most important benefits that an AI agent like Agentforce can bring to your IT ecosystem. So with all that said, I think it's pretty important that you can see the demos right now. It's something that we want to show you some time ago. And you will be probably asking yourself at this time, like, how do I actually use Agentforce to unlock all this productivity, right? What happens if my data is not in shape, which usually happens? What does it really take to do it? And that is something that a partner like us, Octana, can help you with. So let's dive into our two demos that we want to show you today. They are pretty short, but long enough to show you how Agentforce works and what capabilities it can offer to you. Okay. Something very important today is that you should know that this is not a staged app setup to get these responses on the demo. The agent actually provides them naturally and accurately and in different language. It's not something that we just set up for this webinar. It really works like that, and we have it. In case you want to have access to it, we have it, so you can practically work or interact with it at any point.
So let's start enable our AI. Just go to here, Einstein. Einstein setup. Let's enable it. Cool. Now let me refresh the page just in case, and let's enable Agentforce. Agentforce agents here. Let's enable. And here let's add our agent by default. And here we have, as you see, Copilot, and this is our agent. Let's open this. Okay, this is our dashboard, agent dashboard. Let me open our builder. Let's add some topics to this agent. Let's first disable the agent. And here in topic, we will add a new one from library. Let's add general CRM. Cool. And let's activate this one. So here in the agent builder, we can test our agent, but I want to use this directly. Let's go to our home page, refresh, and as you can see, we now have this icon, Agentforce. So if we click, we will see here our agent. And remember that we added the general CRM topic, so he's able to help us with the CRM things. For example, hello, can you show me the last 3 opportunities? As you see, he's thinking, analyzing. Doing a research. And here are the last 3 opportunities. If I click here in the name of the opportunities, it will load here. I will not lost my communication with the Agentforce, and I can ask everything that I want related to the CRM, and he is able to read and write the records for me. Very easy, very quick. So the other thing that we can do, I have here an example, including this in a community. Let me refresh this one. So here is Agentforce dedicated for a consumer in order to allow us to help our consumers to get assistance. So this is an example, when a consumer page, and if the consumer clicks here, this will open a chat, and our Agentforce agent will join to this chat and will ask me if I need any help. So in this case, I will say, oh, how can I help you? I will say, I have an issue with my game station. It's not connecting to internet. So here is trying to help me, but I will say, I will ask to say these steps in Spanish. And as you can see, he was able to translate this information, but I didn't have this information in our knowledge base in Spanish. This is something that the Agentforce will do for you without any translations needed. And let me try again in Portuguese. And as you can see, now he's saying the same steps in Portuguese. Let's go back to English. And very quickly, I have these steps in English. I still have the issue It's very flexible. It's not like a chatbot. You are able to add interrupt the answers in any moment, and also ask different things. In this point, I will say I still have the issue. And now he is trying to help me to create a case in order to have further assistance from a human. But you can also here transfer your chat to go through omni-channel to chat with a human. In this case, I decided to create in the topics. The instruction is try to help. If you cannot help, create a case for further assistance. So he's asking me my name. I will provide a sample name. And now the AI is connecting to our in the CRM database through a flow. Agentforce are able to connect to Apex classes, data cloud, flows, and different things. In this case, it connected to our CRM through the flow custom flow, create a case, and also show here the link to the case for the consumer. If we go to the CRM and we refresh here the list, we will be able to see here the new case. And here we have all the case data. Status new, the contact name, Rick Sanchez, and also all the information related to this one. Behind the scenes, it used a custom flow to search for the contact based on the name. In this case, it found a contact, so it decided to create a case and relate to the contact that it was found. And that's all. Thank you.
So feel free also to contact us, and we hope that this webinar gave you some nice and good ideas about how can you innovate with Agentforce. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.